My posts this morning. Ivo says the White Hats are looking for Bill Gates, to arrest him, and of course he's promoting his vaccine around the world, or that's what the word on the street says. Ivo also says that those who do accept the vaccine for the coronavirus are still okay because your DNA is a lot stronger than this. Remember, DNA responds to your thoughts. If you think you're vulnerable to this disease, you could very well be exposing yourself. Ashta said not to fear the virus. I asked him, so we're not going to be turned into Borgs, and he replied, no, not unless you want to be. Which is a pretty significant statement there. Some people actually think technology will make them smarter. Nothing is more potent than the universe. The universe encompasses all else. It is the most powerful. That's why it's so important people wake up to the truth of who they really are. Earthlings were gods once, and now look. What Ivo just said here makes sense. He said we won't be turned into biobots unless you want to be. This is a free will zone, and we are all creators of our own reality and co-creators of others' realities. We are the ones right now who are steering this ship. We are. Whatever happens on the global scene is a response to what this collective is thinking. How about we stop believing in disease? I, for one, never think I can get sick, so I don't. I do lament about being fed up or about what I'm tired of, so I get tired. Do you see? So right now, think about RV, global financial reset. Think about the White Hats arresting all the cabal members, see them all in handcuffs. Picture this in your minds. Think about peace and calmness on earth. Think about elimination of debt, because that's already happening. Think about good things. The metaphysics of thought. I was just thinking, geez, I'm so fed up of hearing about coronavirus. Maybe I'm not fed up of it. Obviously it's a low frequency, so it bothers me, but maybe by feeling fed up my soul is saying, hey, move on. Stop focusing on it and move on to something else. Let's face it, we don't think about SARS anymore, do we? No. Why? Because we moved on. This time move your mind on before the mainstream media is done with it. We light workers are sovereign. We are not subject to laws here on earth. We came from worlds/realms where we were sovereign, and we came here as sovereign beings. We are not subject to anything that is going on this planet. We came here to change that for the sakes of others who don't understand who they are and how much power they really have. Your mind is your greatest weapon against any threat. It's how you use it that is so important. Do you let yourself fear, or do you release fear and align with your soul, who tells you not to worry? How many times have you been in circumstances where you were afraid? Understand that you created these circumstances in order for you to learn to master your fears. That's why your fears all manifest into physical reality. So you can ace them. How many times have you faced a fear and said, gee, that wasn't so bad? How many times have people reported dying and then come back to say it was very pleasant, and they'd even do it again because it was so pleasant? Our fears are unfounded. The dark ones create fear within us by piping in mind control at the specific frequency of fear. Don't focus on what you fear. Focus on the solution. You have to understand we create every moment of our everyday. Everything we are undergoing is of our own creation. Everything. The coronavirus can't take off and spread globally unless you fear it. It's of low frequency and it needs fear to be its carrier. That's why the cabal gets the newscasts out and starts fear-mongering. If they didn't, the virus would die. Why would it die? Because nobody would know about it. It's the newscasts that spread the virus, because these newscasts are lowering your frequency, hence changing your DNA. Like I said, you manifest what you fear so you can overcome it. Right now your minds are working the red pill, and so many others' minds are working the blue pill. Our minds are stronger. Keep using your mind to change this reality for the better. As we rise in frequency, our minds get stronger still. Folks, these were this morning's Facebook posts. The point is, stay focused on the goals we have. Understand the RV is being rolled out now. I have been hearing of people who have had their debts wiped out. One was a debt of $21,000. It's happening. Where your minds are focused right now is really important. Keep them focused on these good things. I had said, this time move your mind on before the mainstream media is done with it. Ivo, this is a very relevant point, my love. The mainstream media uses your minds to create a frequency of fear. This is their frequency, and this helps to further their agenda of one world government and transhumanism for you. When you keep your mind focused on the plan, on the release of RV funds, on the forgiveness of debt, on the collapse of the stock markets and the release of many CEOs from their companies due to arrestation for their heinous deeds, keep your minds focused on the good that you are seeing come to fruition. Keep energizing this, and do not fear, because when you fear you fall back into the dark's plans, even changing timelines to do so. What you believe, you create. All these things are currently happening. They have been already, but the white hats are now arresting those at the top of the power structure. That is why American forces have landed in Italy. The dark has had its day, and now they are done for. This is all done as a collective endeavor, and every one of us who kept the faith and did the work is to be commended. Me, why are they saying the internet will go down, Ivo? Ivo, much of your business is conducted through the internet, my love. With the internet down, the banks will not be able to function. All transactions are conducted via the internet. With it down, then we can create QFS transactions to reset your economies. Me, I love it. Ivo, as do we, my love. Me, we've been waiting for so long. Ivo, and you have been empowering this new system to be implemented. You created it. Me, thanks for your metaphysical approach to this, Ivo. Ivo, all life is metaphysical and must be seen this way to create empowerment. Looking at it from a physical perspective only is disempowering. It is focusing on what has already been created and not using one's creative powers. This is why we tell you what is to come, so you can believe it and create it. Me, thanks Ivo. Ivo, of course, my love. We are all so happy to see this happening now.